A subdued SOPA, remembering COVID-19 victims and paying homage to healthcare workers on the anniversary of the first reported case in the country. Then a progress report on vaccination in the province.
We have completed part of the first phase, which entailed the vaccination of health workers at 2 provincial health facilities, which are Rob Ferreira and Witbank hospitals. Once the next batch of vaccines arrives, we will complete the first phase of our program, that of vaccinating all our health and emergency workers, and move to the next phase.
Challenges posed by the virus were highlighted. Lockdown restrictions impacted tourism, and major job losses were suffered. The Premier is promising steps to rebuild the sector.
In the recent budget adjustment, the province has made available 20 million rand to help mitigate the effect of the pandemic on this sector.
Despite this, agriculture and mining remained resilient. The Premier has tasked all departments to allocate 2% of their budgets to repair infrastructure at schools and health care facilities, among others. Damage caused by the recent flooding is forcing the provincial government to tap into its reservoirs.
I have directed the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport to evaluate the extent of flood damage to the infrastructure. Preliminary assessment indicated an estimated amount of 1.3 billion rand will be required to commence with the reconstruction and repairs to the damaged infrastructure.
Political parties expressed divided views on the Premier's address.
More than 40% of the total unemployment rate in this province is constituted by the youth. So when she indicates that there are these projects which are funded, which have been planned and they have been targeted and they will be funded, that is appreciated.
In her previous SOPA, she committed to set aside 200 million for youth development, which she termed Youth Development Fund. We didn't get a report how many youth have benefited on that.
I think she could have come down stronger on corruption and how we're going to eradicate corruption in the province. I think it's very important because that eats into the budgets of our different departments. I don't think she gave a clear way forward on specifically how we're going to create opportunities in the province.
Is that there was not enough emphasis on the local municipalities. They are at the point of imploding. The taxpayers are at a tipping point of a total tax revolt.
The Premier has warned that officials will be held personally liable for any corrupt activities. The SIU has been petitioned to probe any financial mismanagement in the province. Tumelo Machogo, SABC News, Mpumalanga.